What's up? This is Bry Wolf of Eagles Real Talk. Thank you for joining me today. Free agency is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. We have a big signing. There's all types of signings going on around the NFL, but the big and the best signing of the day was Haasan Reddick going to the Eagles. But before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be dropping daily Eagles prospect videos leading up to the draft, which we got about 45 days or so away. And we also are going to be covering all the Eagles free agency news around the league as it happens. I'm going to get these videos up as quick as possible to go over all the new players that are going to be on the roster. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, hit that ding so you know as soon as these videos drop. All right, let's get straight into it, okay? Today, Howie took care of business. He said, listen, I hear you guys talking. I see the tweets. I hear the radio guys. I hear everyone talking crap about me. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come out and get Haasan Reddick on a 3-year, $45 million deal. This is a player. He's one of the best edge rushers in the league, okay? And we got him on, I think, a discount, low-key, a hometown discount. If you don't know, he's from the New Jersey, Philadelphia area. He went to Temple, so he's familiar with, the Philadelphia Eagles for sure. So he wanted to come here, and how we made it happen for cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I thought this guy was going to get anywhere from 18 to 20 million a year, and how we got him for 3 years, 45 million. It's about 15 million a year, guys. You know what I'm saying? This is a great deal for the Eagles. He's a young player. He's only 27, about 27 and a half right now. He's going to be 28 in September. So he's a young player, up and coming still. He's still up and coming because he's shown the last 2 years that he can put his hand in the dirt and get to the quarterback. In 2020, we faced him in Arizona. I think he had a sack on us, or at least a hit on Jalen Hurts, what I can remember. But this past year, he was on the Panthers, and he definitely sacked Jalen Hurts. So we're a little bit familiar of this with this player. The last 2 years, he's got 23 and a half sacks. Okay, this past year, if you're like me, you thought our defensive line's looking good in the preseason, just going over the roster, the depth chart. Of course, BG went down very fast in Atlanta game 1. But even then, you would think our defensive line would be somewhere at least in the middle of the pack. But no, we finished at the back of the pack. We were ranked 31st as a defensive line in sacks, and that can't happen next year, especially for Howie. Howie is a big defensive lineman guy. He's always talking defensive line, building the trenches, blah, 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 blah. But last year, he put guys on the roster that it just didn't work. And like I said, BG going down had a lot to do with that. BG was obviously the voice of the defense. He was consistent. All the things the good things that come with BG, we didn't have last year. So that meant what? Barnett and a few other guys had to step up, and some of those guys didn't really step up. Josh Sweat, I thought he played great. He made the Pro Bowl, but he's not going to completely knock your socks off. This is a guy that you can put on the other side of the ball, the other side of the line, and he is going to knock your socks off. He is going to be a beast. He's going to be consistent pressure, and like I said, this guy has a little bit of versatility as well. We have him listed as a linebacker. We signed him as a linebacker, so he may be moving around in that Gannon offense. We don't really know 100% what entails to Gannon's philosophy, because we have to take a step back and look at our linebacking core last year and look at our defensive line. They didn't come to play. Part of that is because of Gannon's scheme. He even had Cox, guarding wide receivers or a tight end last year a few times. We can't have that next year. We have to have guys who put their hand in the dirt and get after the quarterback. And next year, we got the guy to do that, Haasan Reddick. Like I said, he's about to be 28 years old in September. He's fresh. I think this guy is going to make a big impact on our team going forward. I think this also kind of lets us know exactly, not exactly, but kind of tips the hat to what Howie is thinking as far as going into the draft. I think he may go after a linebacker. I think this kind of shores up the defensive line in a way by adding a player of this magnitude. So I think now they're going to be like, okay, we need to get a linebacker in here. We need to get a guy who can fly around, call out plays, make plays. And I think in free agency, we're going to go after Lloyd or Dean is my please, to the football gods, wish and prayer that we get one of those guys, and we also go cornerback as well and a wide receiver. But I'll get more into that in other videos. I just wanted to let you guys know, give you a little bit of intel on Haasan Reddick. Like I said, he's here for 3 years, $45 million, 30 guaranteed. So it's just a great deal. Howie, you finessed another contract, and I salute you for that. So we'll see what you can do the rest of the way. We still need to get a whole bunch of new faces in here. We're looking like we may lose a few guys, but the biggest guy coming back literally is Jason Kelce. That's my number one free agency. I didn't want to lose either to retirement, or he wasn't going to go to another team. But as far as someone being listed as a free agent on our team, on our current roster, he was the one that I really wanted to come back. Obviously, Rodney McLeod is up there, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're going to do with Rodney. But as far as Anthony Harris goes, I'm okay to say goodbye to Anthony. He was solid. He didn't make enough plays for us that I thought he was. But like I said, I'm getting too much into the free agency. We'll talk about that more on another video. But if you're happy and ecstatic and ready to see Haasan Reddick create some chaos out there, let me know in the comments. Let me know who else you think we should sign in free agency. I'm going to let you guys know right now, the wide receiver position, seeing some of these guys get some of the money that they're making, I'm like, hold on. If we're going to try to sign Juju Smith-Schuster, which I'm completely against, he's not my favorite. I didn't even list him in my top 10 wide receivers. And a lot of those guys they either got tagged, like Godwin. I really wanted Godwin. But my number one, if you've been following the channel, was Calvin Ridley. Obviously, he has a FanDuel issue, so he won't be playing next year at all, it looks like. So, I think the smart choice may be to find one in the draft. It's a cheaper contract. We got him for a little bit longer. And my number one, as of right now, is Treylon Burks. I like Jameson Williams, Alabama, even though he's got a knee issue. I think he's going to bounce back to that. If you look back at the last 3 or 4 years, these guys come back pretty healthy. Maybe even better than ever sometimes after these ACL tears. So I'm not really concerned about that too much like some people are, but I can understand that being concerned. Drake London is another guy. Olave. I know a lot of people want a bigger body, more of a possession receiver, and that you're usually going to find that in free agency. Like a guy like Mike Williams, maybe a tough guy who can go up there and make some big plays, but we'll see as far as the free agency goes. But as of now, we got one at least, guys. We got one stud on the defense. It's going to make life a lot easier for the defense in a whole, having a guy like Reddick on our team. So let me know how excited you are. I'm Bry Wolf. As you can see by my voice and my energy, I'm really excited. Free agency is one of my favorite times of the year. It's just fun to see who changes, who comes back. It's just a fun time to be an NFL fan. So if you're as excited as I am, make sure to subscribe. Keep checking back with us. We're going to be dropping videos pretty much every day going forward. I am Bry Wolf. This is Eagles Real Talk. Go Birds, and keep it real always. See you on the next video, y'all.